I have so much to show you. I didn't upload a video for a while, and it wasn't like I just took a break for the holidays. In fact, I definitely did more of the holidays than I ever had before. So you might notice some things different, like the fact that there's 6 beacons here. 7. That thing in the sky. The smeltery. This is like a very small portion of the things I have to show you. The first place I think I am going to go, also I upgraded all my gear, but I'll talk about that later and how I did that in a second. I've lost all my stuff about 4 different times. This is the only time I fully upgraded it, because before I would just get like whatever my villagers would trade me and use that without enchanting it any further. So, what I did first, I think, is I made a very small and very fast wither farm that has been slightly blown up recently because of the ghasts. But basically, this is the only a height where wither skeletons can see you, and you just bring them across. And I was able to get a shit ton of wither skulls and a shit ton of coal just because of this farm. And some bones and stuff, but I have bones from my skeleton farm. Alright. Then I'm just gonna show everything in the order that I did them. So I did that first. That took quite a few hours, and this was like a week and a half ago, at least. And this is probably the fastest I've done all of these stuff, because I only have like 7 days in the world, and I've done all this stuff, which is like a record for me. Because I could have 11 days in this world and only have a starter base sometimes. What's next? Oh, let me show you something. Let's head over to where the skeleton farm is. You can see a beam coming out of it. I've killed the wither quite a few times, just underneath the end portal. Alright. So if you follow me down here, I put down this beacon, I mined out a massive area, and I made a tree farm. So now I have a shit ton of wood, basically. I've taken most of the wood out of it, but it's operated with an axe, and they will give me experience while I do it to fix my axe. It's like a design by Nims TV, the same guys who made the bone farm. I mean, not the bone farm. Well, yeah, I guess the bone farm. Alright. The next thing I have to show you is where is it? Let me just real quick show you. This is the Nembomb mob farm. It's extremely efficient. I haven't set up a storage system yet, which is why I haven't used it very much, but it got me enough gunpowder, you know. I did a bit of mining. I got a bunch of glass for the next thing I'm gonna show you. Actually, I have to go through the nether. I don't know why I'm going in there. Oh god. I got above the nether roof for this thing, and I think if you know Minecraft, you probably know what I did. Alright, where is it? F3. It is in the negative, this direction. Where? There we go. Okay. It is straight west from where I am. And when it loads in, you see. This took not as long as gold farms in the past have. Okay, I gave it away. It's a gold farm, but this was a pretty fast gold farm. I'll try to link everything in the description. This gold farm is great, and I need a lot of gold. You'll find out at the end why I need a lot of gold. This worked perfectly. I have a bunch of gold in a shulker box somewhere. I had to go end busting so many times to get elytras back because I keep on losing my elytra. Oh, narrator's on. Hold on. I have the narrator the same button as my throw item, which is kind of obnoxious, so I have to take something out of my hand every time I do it. This way. Okay, let's head back, and I have some other stuff to show you. A lot has happened. A crazy amount has happened. This is probably the most I've done in a week before. Like 2 weeks, something like that. It's been a while. The thing that took the longest, I will show you as soon as I'm done showing you what's actually happened here. I've been working on something, and I'm so excited. It's not finished because it's gonna take like 3 episodes to finish at least. But when it's done, it's gonna be one of the best things I've ever done, and one of the newest and most interesting things I've done. Actually, no, I have to go through here. I have to fix up my nether. I'm probably gonna move all the portals up to the nether roof, just because I'm too lazy to make everything look clean. If you remember, I don't actually know if I showed this, but this is the way to the end portal. You can see I've been just fucking it up every time I come here. Alright. Because I did another thing in the end. I died and lost my stuff 2 different times while making this because I was doing it above the void. But I made an Enderman farm. It's pretty basic. I tried watching a tutorial, but the tutorial was so vague and most of it you just had to do on your own. I don't even think I have to bother like linking this in the description, it's so vague. You basically have them drop down and you kill them. Anyone with a brain can basically make this. You just need it far away from the end island and you'll get a shit ton of spawns. I know this isn't showing like max level, but I want to get close enough to pick up the ender eyes. This took way too long. This thing took way longer than probably even the gold farm. Even though it was super simple, me dying and losing all my items just like made it take way longer than it should have. I'm thinking about doing something in the end, but I haven't figured out what it's gonna be yet. I've been watching a lot of Philza and seeing his Endlantis build has kind of inspired me. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. Definitely can't do Endlantis because that's what he's done. Alright, let me show you the thing I have to show you. It says UFO design for a reason. Alright. This is crazy. Hold on, let me get out. You could probably already see how big it is just from the shadow. This is going to be my mega base. This is probably the weirdest build I've ever had to make. And it's probably one of the coolest builds I've ever had to make. And now you see why I need all that gold. It's for this. This is crazy. And the ring around the outside is a sorting system. So you drop your items in here, and it will take it all around and sort it into each different block. This is insane. I'm proud of this. I'm super proud of this. What I did is I built a quarter of it and then I mirrored it across 4 ways using Schematica. But when I build this in survival, I'm just gonna have to build it block by block. And this took like 5 hours in creative, so it's gonna take even longer in survival. Got the nether portal in the back. It isn't the prettiest from the interior. I'll be the first to acknowledge that. The gold is a little too much. We can work on the interior, but I want to build the shell first because I think the shell is super cool. I also built up like a pretty ugly. I'll make this prettier when I make it in survival, but this is just to get like the idea across. I have this flying machine up to the top. I'm very proud of this. I think it's going to be such a cool base. I've never made anything like this before. And we need a lot of things. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is a concrete breaker and maybe a what's it called? A piglin trading center. Those are my next 2 things. But I'm pretty proud of this. I think it looks cool. It's gonna be so convenient to have this, by the way. It's gonna be so nice. It's just so mega. This is definitely the most I've done in an episode. And I kinda have a confession. I'm gonna have to scale down the Christmas thing, or maybe not even do it at all, because I am 100% dead set on working on this as my number one priority. Even though Christmas is right around the corner, I'm probably not going to do anything for Christmas. This is probably my last episode before Christmas. One more thing I forgot to show you guys. I have made another small farm. It was so small to me that I forgot to even mention it. It's over with the tree farm. I forgot it existed. It's solely because I needed enough for the tree farm. It's a pretty shit farm too. I've got to make a better one. Here, let me go around the back. I mined out far too big of an area. Guess I could use that for something at some point. I made a slime farm. It's a really small slime farm, but I didn't really feel like making a big one because it's pretty repetitive. It does not have great rates. It does pretty awful rates, actually. I've got to light up caves maybe, but I don't think I'm going to be too invested in making it better. What I really need to do now before I work on my base is get even more gold blocks. I have a lot of gold blocks, but I do not have enough. The fact that I only took 3 hearts from that's insane to me. Oh, well, that's a bit more hearts. Alright. Let me show you how many gold blocks I've collected. Just like I went AFK overnight. I spent a bunch of them on villagers, like maybe 3 stacks of gold blocks just on trying to get my clerics to trade with me. This is why I need to set up my base as fast as possible, is because I'm so fucking bad with storage. There it is. Yeah, I only have this many. I've got to make a schematic. I think that's what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to make a schematic of my base. Move to player. Now we delete the... Also, getting all this glowstone is going to be such a fucking pain in the ass. How am I going to get the glowstone, you might ask? I am going to make a raid farm, probably. I think that's what I'm going to make next. Before I get started on this, I'll make a raid farm to get the glowstone. Because raid farms have witches spawning in them, and that really helps get some glowstone. I can also buy some glowstone from villagers, but that'll be really slow. Alright. Oh! Gotta unload that. 4,000 iron. How many stacks is that? It'll tell me. 2.5 shulker boxes. Could be harder, could be worse. 2.3 shulker boxes of smooth stone slabs. 1.5 shulker boxes of chests. 1.5 shulkers of grey concrete. I'm seeing a trend here. 1 shulker box of hoppers. 1 shulker box of oak planks. Gold isn't until down here. So I only need... I'm choking on my own spit. Promise I don't have corona. We need 4/5 of a shulker box of gold. 80% of a shulker box of gold. Cool. That's not too hard. I'm probably gonna have to AFK at my iron farm before I have to AFK at my gold farm. Glowstone, only half a shulker box. Man, this is gonna be not that hard to complete. This. Schematic placements remove. Alright, let's find a place for it right before I leave. It's basically gonna make a blueprint for us. Like a 3D blueprint. Where do we want to build our UFO? I know where I want to build it, but I don't know whether it's the perfect spot. Well, let's see how it looks. I love coral reef biomes. Like half the bases I've built in my past have been in coral reefs. More than half, probably. Alright, I got some fireworks. I ran my farm, or my mob farm, for a bit. And obviously this is just a hologram, I'm flying right through it, but you should get the idea of what it's gonna look like when it's done. It's gonna be pretty great in my opinion. I'm so excited. Let's see what it looks like from, like, I don't know, the field. I don't even know whether it'll be rendered from there, but I can always try. Maybe I'll bring it down a bit. Hold on. We can try different placements before we do anything. Let's try 180. It's kind of cool. I think I'll have a beam coming down after I finish it. But yeah, I like this. This is good. This is good. This is good. I'm so excited, man. Alright. I'm gonna definitely do the storage unit first. I think I've decided. That's it today, gamers. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, find something that makes you happy. If it isn't my videos, find something else. If you did enjoy this, if it did make you happy, leave a like, subscribe, do whatever you feel necessary, and I'll see you in the next one, gamers. Goodbye.